Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back, and I hope I can put these two together. I'm trying to kind of do this quickly today because I have a lot going on, and I want to get everything done. But I want to make the commitment to bring something to you every day, something that you can use. Hold on one second. Juno, no. Um, okay, so we did the earthquakes. On the earthquake guy is Dutch Sense. Go to him. There's nobody that's going to put it together like he does. Um, and as far as whether these earthquakes are man-made or natural, okay, at this point it probably doesn't matter to the Californians. You're going to have to take it as what it is. You're going to have to take the information that you get and you have and make your best judgments. I have a sister in San Jose, which I know is not near where we're talking about, but it is in California, and I think the whole state's got a little bit to worry about. So, but anyway, enough on the earthquakes. My next issue that I think is really a big problem, and what I think I'm trying to do is bring you all the things that I think fit in this puzzle, bring you all I know about it, and I want to get together with other collaborators and see what we can put together out of the knowledge that we've found about these things. Okay, so Ebola. Nobody seems to think it's a big deal. Anybody I mention it to, they don't even know what it is. They say E. coli. Like, they have no idea what we're talking about. And that's our society's fault for not even putting the important things that are happening in the news. If you want to know a lot about what's going on with Ebola, you need to watch Florida Maquis. It's not one video, it's all of them. And Jennifer Veterans for Truth. That little girl is on her game. And she took you, there's one video, you have to go back a little ways, where she shows you what you need to get, like how you can protect yourself, what products work. She went right through the drugstore and picked stuff up and showed you the bottle. This is what you need. And I did everything she said. Bear Independent the other day said that the Lord had moved him to tell us that whatever stockpiling of food we did, double it. I mean, like, whatever training we have, we need to double it. Whatever we're putting into this, we need to be putting way more in. Because especially the food shortages, our neighbors and the people around us, guys, they're ding-dongs. They don't know this is coming. So we need to go in there and get as much corn, whatever you need to make, like the corn and the soybean is history. I know from a state that grows those two things, like it goes in everything. And we need it for a lot of stuff. And they are gonna have some serious price increases real soon, like real soon. Gas is gonna go up. I don't know if you guys watch the stock market at all. I watch Gregory Marinero or Marineo, whatever it is for that. He's a good guy. He's very wealthy, I can tell. Certainly knows what he's talking about with the stock markets. But crude oil's going up. And this is great for the economy, and this is great for the Saudis and Halliburton and all the people at the top that get all the money from it. But this is going to screw the little guy. And I heard a report from Jeremiah Babe about the just-in-time deliveries, and they're not going to be here. They've slowed down by, I forget the percentage he said, but it was incredible. Like, the just-in-time deliveries are slowing down. People are starting to pull back. Not soon enough, but they're pulling back from purchasing now. So the trucks are moving slow. Gas is going up. The product is not there to ship. This starvation thing, and we all know that they controlled that weather and flooded that. I mean, no two ways about it. If you watch how they guide those storms, Mike Morales, if you watch him and he shows how they cloud seed right before a system comes in, and then they send out electromagnetic forces to push it where they want it to go. They're flooding these places on purpose. They want us to starve to death. That Deagle report that said it was going to be what, I think it was like 10 out of 10, one person would make it through the starvation period. Like, guys, we got to figure out how to, I'm trying to figure out now how to grow what I can grow. I just got into this house. I lived in an apartment before. There wasn't a whole lot I could do about that. I did stock a lot of food and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm stocked with ammo, and, you know, I got the things I can do. But now I'm trying to learn how to garden and what would be good here. And I'm making my gardens up off the ground in boxes just because, I don't know, ground contamination, groundwater, I don't know. I just want to be able to control everything that goes on my plants. And Marf did that story about the meat and fake meat and them growing meat in laboratories. And if you think that's not already gone on, I hate to tell you, it is. Anything they've told us they're going to do, they've been doing for 10 years. And that makes me so sick. That's so gross. Like, I have kind of a hard time with meat anyway. It has to be like the perfect cut and, you know, that kind of thing. But when you talk about growing it on a piece of plastic, you know, you can keep my ribeye if that's the way it came. I want a bone in my shit. Anyway, enough of that. The Ebola thing, it's going to be a big thing. If it gets here, and they're not doing anything to stop it. So, Fiji actually cut off all the flights going in and out of Congo. But did we? Yeah. Bring them in. We're bringing them in. Bringing them in. And we took them, those 300 that you dropped off at that facility in San Antonio, they took them there because it's a private facility. So we have no rights to the information. Like, if it was a public facility, we could all get the answers. And that Fiji couple wound up, the parents were waiting on the bodies, and I was doing other stuff when I was listening to her, so you'll have to listen to it again, but I want to say she said the bodies were burnt before the parents even authorized that. Like, they cremated them. And they cremated them because it was Ebola, whatever it is, the bad one. And A, we made this strand. A, I believe we spread this strand. And B, I believe we have the cure. It's just that none of us are going to get it. None of us are going to get it. All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about the earthquakes, and I should have put these two together, and I even wrote a thing on my paper, so I'll put them together. That's how ditzy I am. The solar winds, I watched Blue Kool-Aid last night. He said 1,000-mile-an-hour solar winds are hitting our Earth right now. So, you know, in addition to our magnetopoles thinning and, you know, the issues we have there and all of that, like, you can expect more of these earthquakes and more of the volcanic eruptions. Like, I see more coming. And unfortunately, I think they're going to be pretty bad. And now that they're running even some on the New Madrid fault line, it's starting to come this way. You know what I mean? I'm in such a precarious position here. Being in Florida, and I'm not far enough. In fact, the water is, like, as a crow flies, not even a mile from me in Central Florida. If there's a tsunami, I'm running towards it. I mean, that's really just how bad it's going to be. If I had something like 5 hours notice, I could get from here to the docks, and I could get in a boat. I know enough about a boat. My ex-husband and I boated. We had a 30-foot carver. We took it out tuna fishing, 40 and 50 miles. I know how to boat. I would get the fuck out of here. But I just don't think it's something you can escape. I mean, I'll do my best, but, like, you know, really. All right, so anyway, solar winds. There we go. There was a story yesterday I saw that Jason Munder did, and I'm sorry if this video is too real for you guys. Like, this is, like, really real. Like, I'm just trying to spread information. I don't want you to be like, we have to support the channel or we have to give her money. This is not about that to me. I want to bring people together in this family, and I want us all to be, like, able to discuss all this information and put it together. And I would really love to see us form a group that was large enough and had enough influence that we could actually maybe get some things done. And I'm definitely willing to be one of those people. And I don't mean just behind this phone. I mean, I'm ready to go fight the fight. It's going to take a lot of us, and it's going to take our veterans. So anyway, DC flooding yesterday. I am from Virginia. I moved to Delaware to raise my kids, but I'm in Virginia. I am from just out of DC. You take 66 West Virginia, and there I am. So that flooding in DC, that's a very rare occurrence. I almost feel like maybe the Russians were giving them back a little of what they give with that flooding. So I don't know where that's going. That was just really weird and popped up in there, and I thought I might mention it just to let you guys know if you want to go see. That was James Munder. I love him. He's so funny. The last thing, a couple last things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to be done. Yesterday, not this morning's like quick Marf video, but yesterday's real long Marf's video, he had a caller that was so super interesting. The guy was like, you could tell he was somebody, kind of. You could tell he was scared that somebody would know he'd said something. But he said, the creepiest things, he said, in 2 days, you'll be able to say whatever you want on YouTube. That in itself was like mind-blowing. Like, why would you think that? And then he said that the Russian tank that was, the whole Russian tank situation, it was there to cut and tap our communication lines. And he said that we are going to find a lot more about that. He said next Friday. I don't know if he meant this one coming or the next Friday. I always get confused when people say next Friday, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, that might be next Friday. That is the next Friday. You know what I mean? I know. I'm up in here. I'm really blonde. But anyway, he was super. I don't know what. I wish I had known and thought of getting the minute marker, but I didn't. So you just kind of had to skip through. You'll be able to tell he's super serious. Marf gets super serious. He knew some things. And he said he would call back and tell us more, but I don't know, if he can or, whatever. Everybody in this team has to worry about getting flanked. Like, you got to watch your ass. Defango was shot at. Like, we're just little YouTubers in our basements trying to tell the truth. What is so wrong with that? All right, one more thing. Yesterday, I watched a little clip, it might have been this morning, of Roseanne Barr. And she was talking about mind control. And the look on her face was so super serious. And she looked like she was having a heart. I think I need to be looking up. I looked down and it's actually up. She was saying, the way she was saying the things she was saying was almost like she was a victim and maybe broke free. I don't know. But she was talking about how they do it and how they do it even in utero. Like, they say that the babies can hear you. It's muffled and sometimes garbled, but they can hear you. It starts in utero. They literally split these people in half like they're two different people. The reality that we see and they see is not real. It's bullshit. And that the mind control program goes on and on and on. It's never stopped. They are always recruiting younger people. And I'm thinking, this is not what she said, that some of these kids they are taking and molesting, I believe they turn them into the children they want. And then those kids go out and find more kids. So, I don't know. Sometimes I find her videos real interesting, and then sometimes I feel like they're off the wall. But one thing about her, you know exactly what she thinks. She thinks what she says. And I like that a lot. And that's one thing I can promise you that you'll get from me. I might be wrong, and when I'm wrong, I'm perfectly happy to come back and say I was wrong. But I'm loud, and I'm going to say what I think is going on. And I have to be frank, I'm not curbing shit. They want to take down a video, take it down. I'll start another channel tomorrow and I'll find a new way. I'm a determined asshole like that. Ask my ex-husband. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to say hi to you today. Tell you guys, I love the whole Foogle fam, man. I love the calls we get at night. I I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning so I can tune in. This morning I was kind of disappointed because I knew it was Monday and it was his day off, but I was just disappointed because he had been off a couple of days. I thought, oh, he'd do a show today. So I got up at 2, no show. So I actually wound up getting some work done. So that's a good thing. Maybe that was God in my life. That will be the other thing I tell you about my channel. I'm a Christian, and I cuss a lot, and I smoke, and I do a lot of things wrong. But I love my Lord Jesus Christ and his Father. And I will be choosing Christianity when the day comes. And I don't have a problem with that. And I will lose my life for the Lord. Because I do know that these meat sacks aren't shit. That's where the pharmaceutical industry comes in. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But what I thought I'd do is bring you a couple rabbit holes a day. Give you what I thought and what I know. Give you where to find it. Maybe some of you that have more time could do some of those things because I just can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. It's too much with all the dogs and everything. It's too much. So, anyway, I love you guys, and it's time to say goodbye. So, I want you to say goodbye to, this is Juno. This is my June bug. This is my daycare dog. She's the best one of all of them. She's so good. She's a barker, though, but she's so, so good. And inside here, come on. This is my doggy room. You know, pretty much my doggy room. This is my big boy, Asher. And he is the love of my life. I hope you can see him. He's the love of my life. He is just such a good companion. He's such a good boy. He's so pretty. Look how big he is. And she loves him too. They're like husband and wife. And then this is my little baby. This is Levi. She loves him too. All the girls love Levi. He tires him out for me so that we're ready to take naps. Like right now. I get up at 2 and then I take a nap around 10 or 11 in the morning. But they're tired too, and it's too hot outside to play. It's 100 degrees. So anyway, you've heard enough about me and my life. I really feel like I have a group of friends here. I mean, I know there's only like a few subscribers, and I know there's probably only a couple of you that are even going to watch this video, especially to the end. But I just want to say that I do. I love you guys. I don't have friends. I typically don't even leave this house. And my family, they really do think I'm nuts. Like, I can tell the talk behind my back is really bad. And it wasn't so bad when I first woke up because I didn't say anything. But now they say the stupidest things that I have to respond to. Like, how do you not respond? And the things they say about Trump just make me so mad. And I'm not a fool. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Trump's our savior either. But I think he's done a hell of a lot better job than some have. I mean, let's face it. He's done more in 2 years, and some of them I did in 2 weeks. Like, I do seriously think, if you look back at his speeches back in the back, I looked at a CPAC speech from 13 or 14 from Deb. I want to say Truth, Not Fiction Matters or something like that. But anyway, her name is Deb. And she did a video yesterday and she told me, go back and watch the speech that he did in CPAC. It was about 13 or 14, and she was even like, or it might have been somebody else. The person was like, did he know then what was going to happen, like now? Because it's so crazy, the things he says. He stuck to the same beliefs, the same points, the same process, the same person. He is that person. What you see with him is what you get. Now, whether they've bought him or made him or threatened his children or whatever they'd have to do to get him to turn, you know what I mean? But these things happen. You and me put in the same position may do the same thing. When they threaten your whole family and say, hey, it's them or you're going to do this, I'm sorry, guys. Most of us are going to do it. We're not all on a movie playing Avengers. This is real life, and these people will kill. They will kill you, me. They don't give a fuck. And especially somebody like me, it'd be great. I can see it now. I'm going to die of a heroin overdose, I can tell you. And let me just be clear with you guys right now. I'm on no antidepressants. I don't go to the doctor because I don't have insurance. I don't go to the doctor unless like I'm really sick and I have to get prescriptions. I'm not suicidal. I'm not homicidal. I don't have anything in my house that I'm not supposed to. And I would never leave my family and my beautiful daughters ever. So, I just want to put that out there. I think any creator, look what happened to Joe Hagman. I think any creator at the end of every video should be saying that right there. Because they took Isaac Cappy's shit, twisted it all around, made it look like he killed himself. Come on. 20-foot bridge? Look, nobody wants to be an invalid. They want to die. They don't pick a 20-foot bridge. Be an adult. Think about these things. I love you guys. I really do. And I hope that you'll comment below. Tell me what I need to do better. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you think I can investigate, what I'd be good at. You know, I'm all about the corrective criticism. I really, truly am. And if you want to see different things, let me know. Let me know. If you want to watch the dogs play in the yard like hellions, let me know. If you want to, whatever. I love you guys, and I want us to be a family. Families do things fun together, and they worry about stuff too. Like, people in the Florida area that are in Central Florida, like, I don't even know the points because I'm kind of new here. But, you know, like, I'd say like in a 100-mile radius of Orlando. We should find that group and get together and get to know each other and find out what each of those people is good at in that group. Find some way that, like, people were close enough together to maybe do even, like, a walkie-talkie system kind of thing, because they got some of those go real far. And we could have, like, a chain. I just think there's so many things we could do to bring this community even closer together. Because when this time comes, and it's coming quick, we're going to have no way of talking to each other and getting with each other. And we're going to need, you know, you need somebody at your back when you're taking care of this back. You know, you need them. We need people. And I'm by myself with my boyfriend. I honestly, I think he thinks I'm half crazy too. So, it is what it is. I can't help it. Mad love, guys. Have a great day.